We back yet?
We are. All right, guys. It's game number 1. Brand new best of 3. Big thank you to Sergeant Grind for the 100 tryhard bits in chat. Appreciate it, my dude. But yeah, Kwame and Kwame coming at you here now with this game. It's a ZvZ, so equally matched here, mirrored in not just names, birthdays, but also races for the players. In the bottom right, red, because he's always on fire. It's none other than team experts Bly, who has gone for a cheeky pool.
Surprise, surprise. In the top left-hand corner from Team Liquid, the Blue Zerg from Norway, it is Snute.
This is an interesting pool, though. This is one without gas, and the earlier pools like this, like 12, kind of... Oh, goodbye, Norwegian casters.
Oh, okay. Really giving up on your boy that easily? Wow.
I just realized this is no noobs, but that's actually Norwegia OBS. Or Norwegia, Norway. I keep saying Norwegia.
I said it twice.
Okay. Anyways, I said this doesn't always lead to all in, so forget that. Hold the phone. Bly's pulling the drones for this. He's going all out and all in versus Snute. And Snute has got gas pool. Excuse me, hatch gas pool. This is not the greediest thing a Zerg player can do, but it's like the second greediest thing a Zerg player can do. And with Bly pulling the drones, this is a lot of extra punching power.
Too.
Oh
Yo,
my God.
Usually, yeah, you would assume this is going to be the 12 pool to try to cancel the hatchery, but when it's Bly, you kind of have to look at the game in a different way.
Yo, he can throw down 3 spine crawlers. He's saved up just enough money to throw down 3 spines on the edge of Snoot's creep. This is dirty. This is disgusting. I love it.
This is awesome. Yeah, he's going to be able to put all 3 down. Snute is not reacting just yet. There's not much that he can do
anything about this.
I don't think he... I mean, I guess with Micro...
already surrounded. Has to cancel it.
He gets one of the drones. Oh, no, he doesn't even get it. Oh, my God.
All Bly has to do is protect those spines. If those spines get up, they're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's dead.
He's sat on top of the eggs, trying to surround the Zerglings, too. He got some extra hits in there. And now he's going to get on the backside of these drones, backside of the Zerglings. Stu does have a surround with the drones, and until the spines are complete, they don't have that 2 armor. They don't have the building armor, but now they do. Oh, he transfers down to the natural base.
Yep, so Snute is at least going to be able to mine at least as best as he can. Gonna keep on trying to defend. Now Bly is gonna try to put down these 2 spine crawlers, and this is Snoot's chance to try and fight. Not having to deal with the spine crawler, blocking it even with his drones.
No, this is so smart. If Bly can't, and it takes like 10 years to burn the spine crawler too, so if he can't actually get these down, it's not gonna work. But it looks like one of the spines is gonna complete.
Oh, but Snute has more drones now, and the fact that he was able to buy that much time, I think Snute, as long as he can kill these spines, it's going to be so hard, though.
What? Bly is still mining back at home. As dumb as this is, Snoot's not mining at all. He's had no income while this has been going on. So Bly's still getting ahead.
He's still in the game. And Snute is losing drones now.
They have equal drone
count.
Still
a spine crawler inside of his... Dude, there's 3 spine crawlers still.
He's going for the counter.
Yep,
Suits is going to try to counter all it, but Bly's able to handle it because he left, even if it's just 1 drone, I don't know how many drones he left behind, but just even 1 drone mining put him ahead because, yeah, Snoot's had no income. Well, Bly has had almost no income, but still some.
What is this? What is this game?
This drone in the backside trying to block out the Zerglings from getting us around. Unfortunately, doesn't quite pull that off, but the Zerglings are not enough. This spine is somehow in range. It's off because the hatch in the main done. That's going to be game. There's nothing left.
Yep. Oh, Snoot's not going to be able to even kill the last spine on the ground.
Oh,
I think it's going to die.
God.
Oh.
He doesn't get it. Bly takes the victory. What a game, number 1. Yo, all you fools out there who hate ZvZ and tuned out of this match, you missed out. I'm just saying.
Oh, man, that is awesome. I mean, though, yeah, the almost said Norwegian too. No, it is right. Now you're getting me all confused.
It is Norwegian. It's not Norwegian.
But it's not Norwegian. Oh. Yeah.
Oh man, what a game. That's a highlight reel worthy game. That was silly and stupid, and to be honest, guys, I think more often than not that probably fails. But in this instance, on WCS, it won where it mattered.
It really did. Oh, that was awesome. There was even a point where Snute was way up in supply, but you have to take into consideration that every spine crawler is worth, what, like 6 supply of attacking units, it feels like? Like 6 Zerglings of, like, you know,
dude,
it's 100 minerals.
Don't come at me with your boring-ass numbers. I don't care about your boring-ass numbers, dude.
You're boring. Yo, it's all about feeling.
Get to the game, Tempo. Get the frick in this game.
Oh no! You know why I'm slacking? I was trying to find out the Monday name somebody had asked in the chat. I was trying to be a people's person here.
Isn't that just Garfield?
Wait, what?
Oh no, he hates Mondays. Never mind. But he loves lasagna.
Well, he does love lasagna. Oh, I love lasagna, you know, with a little bit of cheese on it. Just like that last game. This was a beautiful, although the game was beautiful, I'm afraid that we keep getting the short series. I hope Bly doesn't do that same one and he does something more drawn out.
Well, at least if this is fast, we know there's like a good half hour. We could literally do something else. Like we could actually go play something else. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I have an intro. Let's play. It's Blackpink. We'll see you for game 2. Welcome back, folks. Game number 2 kicking off. And if you just joined in, you missed out on a hell of a game 1. Go back and watch it. I'm serious. But, well, I'm serious. This guy in the bottom left is Bly.
Oh my word. And in the top right-hand corner, thirsty for revenge, it is Snute.
This guy is thirstier than Nathanius on a Twitch girl stream, I'm telling you. There is a desire to pay back Bly for what just happened, and gas might just be what he needs.
Well, what is Bly gonna do? So whenever you do a cheese like that, you have to assume that your opponent could be kind of tilted, not even tilted, but just a little triggered, I would say. And could go for something like this. Now, most people would not expect Snute to be that kind of guy. He tends to be the more cool and collected. Like, okay, we lost that game. We're going to beat him in the next game with solid macro. Well, Graham, I don't believe this build really transitions into solid macro. For the most part, at least.
Well, you... On its own, no. But if you do enough damage, things scrap out. You can still trade out quote-unquote evenly and make this into a macro game, but the likelihood of that is low, as Snute is good, and he should be able to get a precision kill given the opportunity here. For Bly, though, it's not the worst case scenario of things. I think, as dumb as it is to say, these Zerglings are easier to manage than spine crawlers.
Yeah. And he even put the spawning pool at the top of his mineral line so that maybe if he wants to put a spine crawler to block the rest of it, as soon as that is there, he's going to force only one path aside from the, of course, holes in the mineral line. I don't know. He still went for the hatch gas pool, which does make me worry a little bit.
Well,
a bit scared of
it's that dynamic of like the hatchery here buys time. It's going to die. Like, you probably won't save it unless you pull drones, and it doesn't look like Bly is willing to do that. Instead, he just starts a spine crawler up on the high ground. I don't love the positioning of this. It looks like drones are going to get pulled. He wants to save the hatchery. 10 lings are on the way. It's possible. Snute doesn't have speed yet, so there's a small window of time here where Bly can fight on even footing. But once those banlings are done, that changes once again. Same with speed here in about 8 seconds.
Especially with all of the drones on the low ground now, it's going to be a little bit more of a risky situation for Bly, who has to maneuver not only his drones, but his lings now. So usually Snute is just going to dance these banes around. Oh my god, I usually want to try to just keep them alive.
Queen pops out. She's got to focus on that Banling. Drones end up eating the Banling, though. Not going to work out. He tries to save the Queen. She also goes down. Speed now going to be very much in Snute's favor. Bly out of fighting units. Next round of Lings are on the way, but without that spine crawler down, ready to fight, these Lings run right past it and surround another Queen.
Mr. Memo. He's going down to the natural while it's the main that needs to be defended. And yeah, Bly just does not have enough here. He's losing a lot. If he can get another round of Lings out, then this would be great for him, though.
Well, even then, he can't catch. As we see, Snute's taking full advantage of the speed. He hits and runs. Hits and runs.
Look at him. Sonic.
Bly is down to an unworkable amount of workers. 9 is not good for that recovery, especially when Snute's sitting pretty on 14 and has taken a hatchery on the backside of this, too.
Wow, only Snute. When you look back and you see that there's a hatchery there.
He knows Bly's not going to have speed anytime soon, too, so he's constantly dodging this out, getting hits on these Lings, and then running away back to that mineral line. Once again, Bly forced to stack up his drones, barely mining with what little workers he has.
Yeah, how many does he have? It's 10 to 18, and yeah, this is not looking good for Bly at all. He doesn't have anything to look forward to aside from just more drones, so no tech on the way. He's banked 136 gas, which means that he wasn't even able to get the speed out. Like, it's not like it's on the way, right? You were mentioning that. I wonder if he had canceled it or anything like that in order to get out the amount of Lings that he needed, but...
I really like Snute's choice not to overinvest in Banelings. They really are one-shot wonders.
Yeah.
The counter's not going to work out too well. Snoot's got enough queens to fight. He's got zerglings to guard said queens. Third one's on the way.
I would like him to have Banes here, though, like for defense.
Yeah, like
but,
one Bane, two Bane, something, but he should be able to fight without them. Yeah, he's
he
got
knows
speed
exactly
and Bly
what he
doesn't. So he pulls back,
So,
runs in, pulls back, runs in, picks up another 2 zerglings. Perfect defense out of Snute. Now up 10 drones to his opponent.
Wow, so Bly, yeah, he tried to get some counter damage done, but I mean, you look at the reality of the situation, and Snute doesn't need to kill Bly right now. All he needs to do is drone up. He can go into Lair if he really wanted to be greedy. He could take the third, which is what he's going to be going for. I like the Lair a little bit better, or rather the third, sorry, because he's able to at least get that larva production. So instead of trying to be greedy and tech up and then die to a timing that Bly's most likely going to do, he's just going to make sure that, hey, if I get a third base, I'm going to have more larva, I can make more queens, and I don't have to commit to tech that I might not be able to utilize in the time that I'm defending. So I like it. There's no way Bly's going to be able to track. Maybe he could go for like a one base Muta, and that would be like his hope, but it wouldn't even matter. I feel like Bly's running out of options here, and one of his options is to just go for some kind of a all-in off of it. So, see what he goes for.
By the way, just I know this has been addressed in chat already, but just making it public really quick so everyone's aware. And, oh, someone's lagging.
Is it me?
No, I don't know who. It just hung for a sec. But BaseTradeTV VODs are free, folks. We don't have them on sub-only mode. If you are not a subscriber, you do have full access to the VODs. So if you did miss any action or you're going to miss any action today, you can always check the VODs here on BaseTradeTV live and for free. Now his couple families are all that's going to be needed. Washes off a lot of the zerglings before the fight even begins.
Oh my god!
Oh,
and Snute barely loses anything.
You know, the thing was, even if Snute did lose some units there, he was still up 34 drones to 12. 34 drones to 12. He was okay to lose some units there, but he didn't because he's freaking Snute.
That's what Snute does, right? Like, oh man, that is really, really something else. It makes me look at the 13-12 a bit differently because you always think of it as this big all-in if you're gonna go for the gas. But 2 Banes, you mentioned it. I'm glad that he didn't commit to the Banes. Yeah. Not sure when or where we missed a sub, but we're now at 997 out of 998, guys. One more sub to go. 997 out of 998. And at 1,000, Temple brought this up before, guys. At 1,000 subs, I'm gonna do an open raffle. Everybody in chat will have an option to win. I'll raffle away 1 month of Crunchyroll Premium. Yep. So you anime nerds can get your fix. Also, dude, there's a show, I know you said you haven't watched a lot of anime, but have you heard of Darling in the Franxx? No, I haven't. Just started watching it. It is the most uncomfortable I've ever been watching an anime in a long time. Is that like a good uncomfortable or like a... Like both? It's like Gundam Wings, but instead of like a cockpit, you have like like the male guy pilot, but the girl is like the controls. I don't know how to describe it. It's weird. Whoa. But it's like a mix of like Star Driver and Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill all put together in some weird fashion. I hate and love it equally. You can't stop watching it. Like, you have to know what happens, right? Like, it's one of those shows. Because the premise is so interesting that... That's scary, actually. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie. That's just a horror movie right there. Well, so you could, if you wait, you can watch that and many other shows. Crunchyroll's great. I fucking love Crunchyroll. But me too. Acid Plant is going to be the map for game number 3. Now, this is one of the new maps. This apparently one has some issues. The map's not perfectly symmetrical. I'm not sure if it was fixed for WCS or not, but it was an issue that was brought up on Reddit a few times, and we'll see what it looks like. We will, of course, do a quick tour of the map once we load in, because as we had mentioned to you guys, we also haven't seen a lot of the new map action, so very happy to explore this for the first time with a lot of you tuning in. Chia. But well, I mean... we finally get a game 3 and it is still a quick series. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, whenever you have Bly in, I don't know, because whenever you have Bly in a game, you tend to have a cheesy game. Whenever you have Snute in a game, you tend to have a macro game. So, like, where do we meet? It's not really been halfway. It's been 2 kind of super quick ones. Oops. I guess we needed somebody else. Yeah, so this left to remade. Oh, good guy, Bly. Good guy, Bly. I like it.
Well, we'll see if Bly can bring this back or if Snute can finish him off. Either way, just so you guys are aware where we're at in the brackets. First off, you can type ! Brackets in chat anytime. It'll bring up the Wikipedia page. But more importantly, this is the winner's match. So there's no danger to either of these players. If you love Bly, you love Snute. Whoever loses still has a chance to play in the finals of the group. But yeah, it is the winner's match that's currently going on.
Yep. Yeah, speaking of animes, though, there was one that I really liked. What was it called? Your Lie in April?
Dude, I just finished watching that like this last month. Let's not talk about it though. I don't want to cry on stream.
Yeah. Okay. That was good, right? Like,
dude,
that was
the intro to that was so hype. I listened to that all the time. There's an English cover by a YouTuber named Sapphire Strawberry or Sapphire Berry. I can't remember what her name is. It's so good. I think it's Sapphire Berry. Just look up Your Lie in April English. It's so good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, man. I did.
That one, that's like
I know.
Okay, there's a lot to be said about that, but we'll wait. Maybe we're down in the downtime, guys. We'll do anime review time to getting tempo, but we are getting into game number 3, and it is on the new map, Acid Plant. We'll show it off in just a moment, but until then, in the bottom right, we have the red Zerg, none other than Team Experts Bly.
And in the top left-hand corner, it is our blue Zerg, bringing it back from Team Liquid. It is Snute.
All right, so Acid Plant, very unique map. We'll talk about the possible inconsistencies in a moment, but very big main. A lot of dead space here to the south or the north part of your mains, so I feel like at some point in this map's history, we're going to see some cool Nidus play. We're going to see some awesome drops, some warp prisms, just because the base of the main is so big. But as we look around to the natural, it's a lot tighter. This is more normalized. It's not quite like the other map we saw. And the third base and the fourth base. Honestly, nothing about this rings too weird and crazy. But the issues were there were some pipes on the backs of one of these bases. I guess they've removed all of the pipes for the WCS matches. Oh, no, here they are up here.
Oh, I saw that on Reddit, and I had no idea what they were talking about. So.
Yeah, so these pipes are a doodad that's unbuildable and unpathable, but they're not present on the other side of the field. Now, that might come into an issue with something like Liberators or Banshees or Mutas harassing behind the mineral lines. We'll see if it becomes a problem. But the fact that this map got through in the first place with that being an issue is a little alarming.
Yeah. And the map maker probably did that. Just like, hey, let's see if we can slip these pipes in here and no one will notice. It's like, damn.
Tempo. We just got another subscriber. 10 bits came in. We're now at 999 out of 1,000 subscribers for the goal. One more sub to go, guys. Hashtag one more Beastie sub.
Come on, guys.
I hope someone links this to Beastie later. But okay, silliness aside. Oh, there we go. So G4 Saberclaw, we love you guys. We'll give you shouts in a moment because Bly is going to be a little poked here by Snute, but he's not committed to this. Bly, on the other hand, is committing, and Snute's Zerglings need to scout this. Whether they win a fight or not, a little bit less important than seeing this many lings out of Bly. He's also going to get back here and possibly see that speed as well cooking up, so see if he hops on through to the main.
Yeah, just to know it. Oh, I don't know if he's confirmed a third. He does have at least an Overlord by this north one. And now, yeah, he's trying to just find something out. If he can get to the main. And he's going to see the Baneling Nest, so that's kind of good to see. So it makes me wonder, if you don't see a third base and you see a Baneling at that time, it's like, is there an Evo chamber somewhere or not? But there is none of the sort. It is just going to be drones, Baneling Nest, and a bit of a delayed third from both. Where? Yeah, no thirds yet. Saving up for them, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, for Snute, it looks like he's starting to cut drone production, though, so might not see a third at all, unless he wants a larva factory, but...
Oh, that's something to note. Yeah, Graham, you're absolutely right. Oh.
No, it goes back into it. Okay, so this might have just been defensive. That's why I was kind of tentative and waiting to see what this is going to look like. Other side, of course, Bly has taken a third, but he has also cut drones. He is just using it as a larva factory, looking to go all in here versus Snute. But this game, he's actually equipped to do it. He's got speed. He has a Baneling Nest. He's not finding himself super out-teched by Snute. So Bly's lings could carry a lot of power with them, but guys, control is everything when it comes to these fights.
It really is. One of the scariest types of micro, I think, in all of StarCraft 2. Lingbane Wars, and the fact that Bly is going to have that third base means that his larva is going to kick in a little bit earlier than Snute's, but it's all about defending here for Snute, I would say. He droned up quite a bit, up to 38, so if he can't hold his third, at least he's gonna have the drone lead, but he just can't get too overzealous here, because Bly is looking to do some good damage here, and he does get the cancel on the third. Good for him.
Good for him. You know what? He deserved that. He earned that.
He really, you know what? Yeah, he.
I didn't eat anything before the gym, so I deserve that.
I deserve this chocolate cake.
Deserve that third base. He goes to deny the drone. He's going to be able to do it. Nice shutdown of Snute's third once again. Bly, on the other hand, is soon to be possibly mining off this base, but not if he's aware of what's going on. Banelings will last for now, but Snute's already made that transition to roaches, and
I thought you were gonna say Banelings last for now, but roaches last forever. It's like,
well, they kind of do against Banelings, but
they do,
Bly did not get to the main. He didn't scout the roaches. He just saw them now with this one heroic Zergling. He's now fully aware that
droning.
Well, he's gonna have to worry about this. His own Roach Warden finishes soon. He needs to save up money and larva to be able to pump out those roaches, because Snute's coming slow across the map. And the beauty is, Zerg is mostly about defender's advantage when it comes to these fights, so there's a small chance that he could get those roaches out in time. And in fact, with Snute pulling back, Bly can certainly get those roaches out in time.
Yeah, Snute wondering what he wants to do here, and it looks like he's not gonna commit. Perhaps he wanted to just force out units so that Bly wouldn't further his lead, since he did have that third base down. But Snute decided to go for the lair and an Evo chamber, so he just wants to make sure that his third gets up. Did the Banes do anything there?
No, they ran into the roaches. I did love that he was trying to sneak them in, though. That was kind of a clever move. Snute also forced to take his other thirds, a little bit awkward, but that's fine because that's the one Bly took, so no real map advantage there. But roaches coming out and layers on the way for both. Snute's a little bit faster, so probably have quicker speed. But while roach speed is still very important, it's not nearly as important as Zergling speed in the Ling fights. So I think Snute's he's in a good spot for sure. He's up workers, he's had better income, but it's not going to be really determined until the fight comes down.
Yeah, it's really just about the fact that he can hit a timing. I am a little bit worried for Bly's mid to late game because he didn't go for the +1. I thought that he put down an Evo, but he did not. So he's going to have to balance his gas between, what, just Roach Ravager and speed?
Yeah, I feel like +2 is when it really starts hurting, but +1 versus someone who just goes for an extra like 10 roaches, I think the 10 roaches ends up winning.
In this stage, right? Yeah.
Right, yeah, at this stage, given a small enough army count. When it's really big, then yeah, this is really interesting to measure, though. Because Snute, of course, let's not forget, his third was delayed so long by Bly, so technically behind in that regard, but with good macro, good mining, and great roaches, Snute's in a much better spot. Bly can't take a fight against this. Snute not only has those 10 extra roaches we were talking about, but he will also have the +1 advantage.
The +1. Yeah, and then that's going to just continue to work for him as the game does go along. He has the faster speed. He has, the faster +1. And depending on if he even goes into Hydra, it makes it so that things like muta transitions aren't as effective. You start to get those +2s, especially when you're starting to go into Hydras, then you kind of, lose the option of going into mutas to try to surprise your opponent.
It's so important that Snute keeps catching Bly's attempted banelings here. I mean, sneaking 2 banelings into a base usually catches 4 to 6 drones, and Snute has shut that down 100% of the time so far.
100.
Now, he's moving across the map. It's 49 roaches to 19 tempo.
What? Oh, what is Bly even waiting for? Is he droning too hard? He is. Snute has not made a single drone since he... Oh, there we go. The roach one's going to go down.
Oh, that's speed denied too. That's not just roaches. That's it. This is Snute's game.
Yeah, this is awesome out of Snute.
Anything.
He's going to be able to get a full surround.
Oh, my God. Well,
yeah, this is looking horrible for Bly.
You guys ever want to see what a blue snowball looks like? Worry not. You don't need dye. You can just watch Snute kill Bly as he dies.
Yep. I thought you were doing some branding there, some advertising.
For what? Blue snow?
For a blue snowball mic.
No, Blue Yeti and blue snowballs are like the worst. Don't buy those microphones. Get something worthwhile.
Get something, yeah. GG, guys.
All right, so we got some good news then, guys. Well, we may have to go down to some downtime due to the match finishing. We did get more subs coming in, and we're actually now with the grand total at 1,002 out of 1,003 subs. Still just 1 sub away from our goal, but we will do a giveaway here during the break. So I'll go, while we play commercials, I'll set up the giveaway. It'll be for, I'll basically just buy a month of Crunchyroll Premium and gift it to you is how it's going to work out. Nice. So if you want to get in on that, here's how it's going to work. We're going to have a ticketing system with Partoofs. If you've been watching the stream for 5 minutes, then you'll have 1 Partoof. I'm going to make each ticket cost 1 Partoof and limit to 1 ticket per person, so everybody has equal chances to win. But we only hit this goal thanks to folks like Sergeant X Grind, brand new sub coming, and Will Wolden coming in for 2 months. Serenity TX for 21, it's like 21 months. Beast Mode. Snark Angel also hitting us up for 17 months. The Saber Claw for 9. Ding! More subscribers for you. And Sir G-Force came in with 2 months to say, why is no one friends with Dracula? Because he's a pain in the neck.
Wow. But
Rip D if you got it. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go to commercials. We'll be back in a few minutes, and hopefully we'll have an update on whether we'll be waiting a long time or if there's another match we can hop into. Expect some possible downtime, but we'll do a giveaway during the downtime. So thank you, of course, last but not least, to Frankenfurter for the 24 months, 2 amazing years, he says. Thank you very much for coming back to the channel, but we're gonna break and we'll see you guys soon.